Hello everyone, thank you so much for landing on this video today. If it's our first time meeting, welcome. My name is Helen, I'm a mindful movement instructor and I'm going to take you through a session for asthma today. So this is going to be opening up the rib cage, releasing tension around the neck and the diaphragm to allow us to breathe a little more freely and easily. So 2 years ago, I posted a yoga for asthma class and it was received really well. So I really hope you enjoy this one. And if you missed that first one, I will leave a link to it down below. You are going to need a prop, so either a pillow or a rolled up towel. And we're going to start on our back. So come on down. Okay, so coming on down, let's bend the knees and let the knees drop in towards one another. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, you might appreciate a little elevation through the head or the upper body. Let's place one hand onto the heart and one hand onto the belly. Close the eyes and just start to watch your natural ebb and flow of breath. And as you bring awareness to your breath, notice where you feel it the most. Maybe it's in the nostrils, in the throat, somewhere else. And if you have had difficulty breathing lately, I'm so sorry to hear that. Just notice how it may have affected your energy levels and your mood. And throughout this practice, we're going to be really kind to ourselves. There is no judgment. You can breathe however you like. There's no set breath here. But now, I invite you, as you inhale, to send the breath a bit further, maybe down into your belly where your bottom hand is. And as you exhale, allow your arms to relax, your shoulders to relax. As you inhale, think about directing the breath down and filling up the belly, stretching the diaphragm. And as you exhale, relaxing, releasing. Continue with this. So don't worry if you can't physically feel your breath down into your belly. It's just the intention, and that's the most important thing. Okay, releasing from that, take your arms out into a cactus shape, have your palms facing up, fingers nice and relaxed. Separate your knees, take a breath. And as you exhale, allow your knees to drop to one side. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees drop to the opposite side. Take your time as you roll through this. Inhale, middle. Exhale, let gravity take over. Feeling that light twist in the waist. Gently releasing tension in the hips. If you've been feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Lovely, good. Next time your knees come back through center, bring them in towards the chest, but not so much to squash your chest. I would recommend having the knees maybe more towards the armpits. And just take a little rock from side to side. So we're going to find a little momentum here, gently rocking up and down the length of the spine, like 3 or 4 times. And then coming all the way to an all fours position, so swinging those legs out behind you. Spread the fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, drop your belly, look up. And as you exhale, round, scoop your tummy up. Nice. Inhale, fill up the belly as much as you can. Exhale, lifting the tummy, feel the lift of the diaphragm to empty out the air. Nice, in your own time. Lovely. Now introduce some movement of your choice. I would recommend closing your eyes. Maybe it's a sway of the hips, a press back into child, and then forward into a seal. Just gently listening to your body and responding to that. So if we spent a lot of time coughing or struggling to get air in, you might find the muscles around your rib cage, the intercostal muscles, feel a little bit tight and stressed. So it might feel good to press the rib cage side to side, just gently opening up those muscles. Finding a little more space. Feeling a little more slip and slide in the body. Wonderful, good. Spread your fingers really wide, tuck your toes. We're going to lift into downward facing dog, not for long. So let your head be heavy, jaw nice and relaxed. Maybe there's a pedal through the feet if you feel like the back of the legs need it today. Or you can just allow your head to be heavy, relax your neck and your jaw. Just a mild inversion. Good, and then dropping the knees down. We're going to shift the hips forwards, come all the way onto our tummy. And then come onto the forearm, so coming into a sphinx pose, back bend. Now I want you to imagine you're widening your collarbone. So imagine someone's got their hands on your shoulders and they're just lovingly drawing them back and down. If any of these poses today feel too much or they feel like they might cause a little bit too much panic, please do back off and just bring them down a notch. Or if you feel like you want a little bit more today, you can begin to straighten the arms, feeling that stretch a little more in towards the stomach and the diaphragm area. Just keep the body relaxed though and listen to your lower back. If your lower back says no, come down. Lovely, slowly lowering all the way down. We're all going to bring our nose to the floor, hands underneath the shoulders, big toes together, and come into a wide leg child's pose. So knees nice and wide to allow your chest and your belly to breathe. Breathe here. As you inhale, notice if your breath is starting to travel a little further within your body now. Every inhale nourishing and energizing every cell within you. Every exhale, finding more ease, emptying the body of everything you don't need. Good. As you inhale next, let's come forwards to all fours. And with the right hand, we're going to sweep it all the way forwards, up, and back. And just make some nice big circles, and you can be quite exaggerated with this. You can bring the hips involved, or if you're feeling like it's too much, just go really slow and don't go so big. You can soften through the elbow. Lovely, good. Then with that right hand, you're going to cross it, you're going to bring it in front of your left, and then bend into your left elbow. Let the head drop down. You're going to feel a stretch kind of here. So in towards the armpit and the outer rib cage. Good. As you inhale, lift your head, slide your hands back to your regular all fours, and then opposite side. So left hand reaches up, back. Just start to find a little fluidity through the shoulder. A gentle opening of the chest. Allow the breath to flow naturally. Good, and then bringing your left hand in front of your right, bending into your right elbow, relax your head down, breathe. Good. As you inhale, lift the head, slide your hands back in line. From here, tuck your toes and then walking the hands back. We're coming into a deep squat here. Don't worry if your heel's lifted. And just take a little rock through the hips. If you feel like you hold a lot of tension through the hips and the lower back, just lovingly give it a little gentle rock. Wonderful. We're going to send our head down and our bum up. Turn the toes forwards. Soften your knees. So keep your knees nice and bent. And then allow the upper body to hang. So crown of the head is reaching towards the floor. Take a couple of releasing sighs if that feels good for you today. Good. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind us. Squeeze the palms together, let the fist fall overhead. You might bend into the knees a little more to find support for your upper body. Good. Bringing your fingertips down to the mat, soften through the knees and slowly roll up through the spine. Take your time. As you inhale, take a nice big reach of the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to bring one hand down by our side and then take a big side bend over. So press into this bottom hand. Really beginning to open out that rib cage and waist now. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the opposite side. Use the bottom hand for support. A little bit of core work, but not too much. Good. Inhale, center. Soften through your knees, soften your shoulders. You can have a little bounce here to kind of shake it off. Particularly if you have been like struggling to breathe, everything's tight and close. So we're just going to find a little bit of floppiness. So soft bounce through the knees and then arms nice and relaxed as we slowly take some twists. So you can exaggerate this as much or as little as you want, but just allow yourself to find that ease and freedom that you might have been lacking. If you've been struggling to breathe, it's not fun. Lovely. Good. Slowing it down. And coming to a stop. Perfect. From here, toes turned out, we're going to come back into a squat. So slowly coming down into that squat, however you want to get there. And we're going to come onto our back from here. So sitting the bottom down, have your rolled up towel or your prop to hand. You're going to lift your hips and bring that prop underneath your sacrum. You'll know when you're there because it feels like the perfect place to have a prop. It's like a little flat part of your lower back. Nice. If it feels good, you can have your arms by your side, palms facing up, or arms overhead if you've got the space today. Option to keep the legs as they are, or straighten them out and allow them to be relaxed. So the higher you go with your prop, if you want to use like 2 or 3 pillows, the more intense this stretch. But if this is your first time practicing a class like this or doing this pose, definitely start low, like on a towel. Good, nicely done. If your legs are out straight, plant your feet. Lift your bottom so you can just remove that prop from underneath. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock. Now, bring your hands underneath the back of the knees. Gently rock up and down the length of the spine. And we're going to land with the soles of the feet together, knees butterflying out. You can have them quite far away from you if it's a little more comfortable. Breathe in. And as you exhale, folding forwards. And I want you to really allow yourself to be heavy here. So stretching through your upper back. Shoulders just fall to the sides. Imagine you were breathing into your rib cage at the base and at the back. So like more towards in between your shoulder blades. Good. As you inhale, slowly come up. Close up the knees, and we're going to come into our final pose. So using a towel, I definitely recommend going low with a towel or blanket for this one. You're going to aim for the towel to be at the bottom of your shoulder blades. You're coming into a supported fish pose. So, bottom of the shoulder blades. This is going to open out your chest. You can use your hands to support your head back. Just get your head nice and comfy. Relax your jaw. You can take your arms wherever is most comfortable, and you can do whatever you want with your legs. Now, this is stretching out through the throat and through your heart space, so it can feel quite intense, particularly if you have had an episode of asthma or something. So just know that you are safe and you are free to come out of it whenever you want to. Otherwise, just notice where you begin to hold tension. Maybe it's top of the shoulders, breastbone, face, somewhere else. And begin to stretch out your exhalation. Every exhale communicating to the body that it's safe to rest now, that it's safe to be at ease. Now, if this one is serving you well and you're nice and relaxed, please stay here. Let this video end and enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Otherwise, if you're ready to come out, we're going to bring our hands to the back of our head just to support our neck. Use your hands to lift your head, chin to chest, and then coming up off your support, coming to find a seat. Maybe you'd like to sit on your prop. Resting your hands onto your knees or your thighs. Close your eyes and sit tall. As you inhale, feel the breath flow in and all the way down to your tailbone. And as you exhale, watch that breath travel all the way back up and out. Notice how you feel now. And bring your hands together at heart center and thank yourself and thank your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I really hope you enjoyed it and got some relief. I also have a class called More Breath, More Life, which is a little more active. So if you feel like you can go a little bit more, I will leave a link to that class below as well. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one very soon.